Hey guys, it's Dr. Crypto here with another crypto update. And in this one, I want to talk about Bitcoin specifically, talk about CRO and a general crypto market in general, because everything is getting exciting. I'm starting to see the sentiment has just totally changed. And Bitcoin, the institutions are buying while retail are still not here. We're nearly at all-time highs and retail are not here. When retail start coming back, what do you think is going to happen? What happened in the last bull market? Absolutely went absolutely parabolic. And do you know something? I think when Bitcoin hits that $80,000 to $100,000, I think that's when retail are going to come back and start FOMOing in. And that is when we're going to get those big moves up for the altcoins. We're gearing up. It's like the altcoins are getting ready to make that big move. But at the moment, we can see on the yearly, a lot of the meme coins have been making mass moves like the Mogs and the Pepes and the Bonks. But as we go down on the monthly, it starts getting a bit more red, and on the weekly, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Daily, again, looking a bit of a mixed bag. On the hourly, Bitcoin's pulled back a little bit, so obviously the alts have pulled back a fair whack as well. But on the crypto chart at the moment, we can see the market cap is sitting around about 2.44 trillion and 140 billion 24-hour volume. It's like I said, the retail are not back, and we've seen a lot of retail that are in the market. We get any kind of pullback, they panic. What happens is you got BlackRock and all those keep on buying. They keep on buying the Bitcoin, and this is why we've been getting these big pumps. And like I said, when retail, what's going to happen when retail come back? We're going to get some massive moves to the upside. And in this one, we can see here right now, the average return of Q4 is 82%. That's absolutely crazy. In October, at the moment, we're not quite over October yet. It's not 14% at the moment. And we can see last time it was 39%. Are we going to get there? I'm not too sure. But at the moment, 14. But what we do know is that come November, that's even more bullish than it is October. So Q4 in general is fairly bullish for the crypto space. And we're getting close to these elections as well. And whoever gets in, doesn't matter who it is, I think if Trump gets in, I think we're going to go. Yeah, I think everything's going to go. But if Kamala goes in, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum and then the altcoins. But what happens is, whoever gets in, they print that money. And what happens when they start printing? The stock markets love it and crypto love it as well. And that's where we get these big pumps. And then on top of that, we start getting the FOMO from retail as well. So the Q4 is getting really exciting. Like I said, it's around about that 82%. So you've got to keep your eyes peeled very carefully and look at the data as we go, because it's getting day by day now. That data is changing all the time, and that whoever's going to get in the next, well under a week now, next week on Monday, who's going to get in? Exciting times ahead, and I can feel it. I see the money printers coming on in terms of Tether and USDC, all coming on. It all seems to be correlating the previous bull markets. It's absolutely crazy. And this is where, if you've managed to sit on your hands and not get panicked out, and you're looking at the long term, hopefully you're going to make a lot of money. That's what I'm banking on for myself, is to make absolutely life-changing money. But don't forget, November is really, really bullish as well. And what we can see here, which is absolutely looking great, is 24-hour long and shorts, 50 to 92 to 49. So to me, that is looking really healthy. And it's looking, that's what it should be, really. So it's looking, like I said, for the longs, it's looking healthy, and hopefully it can maintain that and push up slightly as well. That looks like a sort of a nice light level there as well. But also, what I want to point out on here as well is looking at this chart, what makes me even more conviction to more bullishness is we can see here on previously of 2020, we got sideways after the halving, which we've had this massive sideways here movement here, what we've got now in 2024. But we can see in 2020, same thing happened. And what happened is we got the pump after the elections, and now we're getting that sideways after the elections, and then we get that massive pump to the all-time highs and beyond that. And we can see this on the chart here. We've got it here right in front of us here, say, look, after this election, everything gets let loose and pumps to the upside. Unless we get some sort of crazy black swan event. I really hope we don't. But looking at this chart, it seems to play out. And we can see the same thing in 2016 and 12. Same things happened. Pump after the election. And this is what seems to be gearing up right now for Bitcoin to make that big move to the upside. And like I said, don't forget altcoins. When Bitcoin makes its big move to the upside, what happens to altcoins? They make their move to the upside as well. But looking at the Bitcoin chart, again, more bullishness. I keep on saying this. Look at this 3-year cup and handle. We've got this 3-year cup and handle here, and we're breaking out of that cup and handle. And cup and handles don't just go trickling up to the upside. They go parabolic. Once they start getting the momentum up there, they start making big moves to the upside. And we've broken out of that right now. And the same thing, what even makes me think repeating is we can see here we've got a cup. Again, sort of a cup and handle. We've got the handle here as well. And what happens when we broke out? We could put it up here. We broke near enough all the way to all-time high. We dropped down due to, I don't really class what happened in COVID happened, that drop. That's an anomaly in my opinion, a black swan event, but it happened. But generally, we would have been trading sideways and then we went shooting up. And the same thing again is happening here. Now, if this plays out, target is saying 200,000. Will we get to that? I'm not too sure, but that's what that is saying. The cup and handle over the 3-year period to the breakout to the upside is giving us a price target of around about that $200,000. Will we get to that? Yeah, it's okay. Between 130, I think, to 200. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. But when we zoom in and we zoom in closer, we've broken out of that handle as well. And if you put it on the daily, we can see here on the daily, the cup is actually one massive bull flag. And we've broken out of that bull flag. We've come up to an area of resistance, which is now taking us up to that 73 to 74. Breakout 74, we're going up to 80. And then obviously from 80 onwards, I think that's where we're going up to that 100,000 to 134,000 to possibly around about that 200,000. That's what my price target is. That's what the cup and handle is suggesting to me. I'm just looking at the technicals on that one. But obviously, yeah, it's looking great. And the institutions keep on buying. That's the thing. The institution keeps on buying. And what I mean by the ETFs are buying, look at BlackRock, look at all the rest of them. Yesterday, 870 million Bitcoin was bought on behalf of their clients by BlackRock and all the other institutions. And then prior to that, the 28th of October was 479 million, 402 million, 188 million. We've had one little green negative outflow there, but that wasn't from BlackRock. But look what the institutions are doing. They just keep on buying. That's what they're doing. They keep on buying. While retail, we're getting small pullbacks and retail start panicking. They just keep buying. They do not care. And obviously their clients are not caring either. They just want to keep buying Bitcoin because we're going to get that short squeeze to the upside. And why are we going to get that? Because retail are not here yet, but also the supply of Bitcoin is dropping down quite significantly. When you look at what BlackRock are doing and MicroStrategies are doing, they're buying up all that Bitcoin. And when the supply is shrinking and the demand's there, you get that big move to the upside. And that is why on the weekly, I showed you on the weekly, if you go to that again, we can see it here on the weekly, that massive cup and handle, if it breaks out to the upside, it's taking us to, and we're starting to get like Van X and all those others are even giving Bitcoin price targets of 1 million in the future. We're getting there. I really do think a breakout is imminent. A massive breakout is imminent. And when we get that breakout, that's going to smash those altcoins all the way up there. Because at the moment, we can see Bitcoin dominance is still climbing up. We could start breaking down at any point in time. But at the same time, we could go up to 64% on Bitcoin dominance. I'm not saying we are going to go to that, but there's a chance that we could. So you've got to all put that in a basket and just hold on. It's out with the altcoins. I'm just sitting on my hands and waiting, because when the Bitcoin dominance breaks down, that liquidity is going to come running in to the altcoins. And one thing I will say, yes, we've got the meme coins and the AI coins, which have been making massive moves to the upside, but do not write off the layer ones. The layer ones, I think, will go. Like CRO, like ADA, and a lot of the others will go as well. We can see Solana has been making moves as well. So don't write them off. And that's why I always say you shouldn't have everything in one basket. Not just put all your money in one coin and hope for the best. You've got to diverse your portfolio. That's what I do. That's what a lot of other people do. It's worth considering that, because obviously if one coin's popping off, your other coins might not be doing anything. So and they might be rotate around, so you just got to bear around. But do not write off any layer ones, the general altcoins, because they will make I have a feeling they will make some of their moves. And I always say, always have a plan. You know, always have a plan. You know, don't ever come into this market with no plan. Have a strategy. Have where you're going to buy, where you're going to sell. You know, because nobody knows where the top of the bull market is or the bottom. It's all probabilities. That's all it is. And it changes day by day. Because I've had people say to me, well, you said this. Yes, I did say that. But obviously, things change every day. Every second of the day, the charts could change very rapidly. You know, we could be pumping up to the upside and then suddenly pulling back down to the downside. So you just got to be prepared for that. So we can have a look at a bit of CRO as well. CRO, this is on the weekly. Like I showed you before, we've had all these before, these falling wedges, break out to the upside, falling wedge, break out to the upside. I've got this gigantic falling wedge here, and I'm waiting for that breakout to the upside. Now, if we break out to the upside on the short term, that's going to take us back up to where we were previously, which was around about that 17 pence mark to 18 pence mark. Now, what's my prediction again for CRO? Yes, I know we're getting people saying, oh, we're going sideways, nothing's really happened. We haven't had alt season yet. But when that comes through, I think these layer ones are going to make some moves. I think coins like CRO and the altcoins are going to make some moves. Do I think we're going to go back to all-time high for CRO? Do you think we're going to go to $1? Yes, I do. I think we could even go to $2. That's my personal opinion. And now if people say I'm talking out my hat, I'm talking rubbish, CRO is crappy coin. Well, people said that to me when I bought ADA at 7 cents. Actually, I bought it at 6 cents and then 7 cents again. And it went up to close to $3, went just over $3. I can show you here where ADA went in the previous market. In the previous market, we went up. Yeah, we hit here around about just over $3. Now, when I bought, it was all the way down here in this COVID crash here. This is where I bought a lot of coins. I think I bought about 400,000 or 500,000 coins of ADA, and I didn't sell any. I read it up, and when I got to this point here, I started taking off profit from that point onwards. That's what I did. But when I was down here, people will say to me, sell your ADA, it's not doing anything, it's not going anywhere. Thank goodness I did not listen to other people, and I kept on holding, and I started taking profits from around this area here and here and here. And then we went into the bear market. So thank goodness I just listened to myself on that one. Because people, like I said, same things happening with CRO. People are saying, sell it, it's not doing anything, it's not going to do it. And then next minute, explosion to the upside. Then we go to $1. Then we're going to $2. We'll get to $3. Who knows? Nobody knows. People said ADA would never do that in the last bull market. We went to $3. So you've got to take what people with pinch of salt. If people tell you things, it's never going to happen. How do they know? They don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know how it's going to go with CRO. All I do is look at the fundamentals, what's happening with crypto.com and the Cronos ecosystem. And I just look at sometimes things just explode and goes parabolic, you know, just out the blue for no reason. You find out with a lot of crypto coins, they have no fundamentals, like what meme coins, and they just explode to the upside, and they're going to all-time high. And I feel that this could happen with CRO. So when people tell me it's not going to go anywhere, it's a crappy coin, and it's not going to do anything, I take that with a pinch of salt, I laugh at it, because at the end of the day, they do not know. And what happens is they sell their coins, they get out of it, they leave it, it's not going to do anything, and then we're heading up to $1, $2, and then they start FOMOing in and thinking, and then start getting salty again when it goes back down. So that's how I see it. That's how I see CRO. I just want to get that off my chest, actually. I felt a bit better doing that because I see so many people just give so many negative comments about CRO coin. And like I said, it just seems to be repeating itself again from when I bought ADA. People telling me, don't buy ADA. Don't buy it. It's a rubbish token. And they're doing it again now. They're saying ADA's rubbish. And, you know, and then when it starts exploding to $2 or something like $3 or goes to $4 or $5, you know, you don't hear those people again. They go all nice and quiet because they've realised they look like fools. And that's what my personal opinion with CRO is. I think people are really writing it off. And I really do think all the fundamentals are there. The technicals, yeah, we've been bleeding against Bitcoin. But when that all season comes, I'm expecting us to get to that $1 to $2. That's where I think it's going to go. I'm not selling any of my CRO or any of my coins until we hit my targets. And that's how it's going to be. So, like I said, Bitcoin's really exciting. Bitcoin's getting ready to explode to the upside. I might be at my word. We might go crashing down. I don't know. Who knows? But at the moment, it looks like Bitcoin is gearing up, ready for some big moves to the upside. And we've got those elections coming up very soon next week. So take care and have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the green days. Have a plan. And nothing I say on his financial advice. And before I go, smash that like and give a subscribe. Your support is always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.